Hey, welcome to my channel. Or maybe welcome back. In my channel, I most of the time talk about English literature or anything related to that. Sometimes I talk about some poem, give my interpretations, or sometimes I just bring some short stories. And sometimes I invite a very dear friend of mine, and we have like a discussion on any particular work, literary work. So, yeah, today I'm going to talk about this one short story. I guess it is a flash fiction because the story is like extremely short. It's called Likeable by the American writer Olin. Deb Olin. Unferth. Unferth. Yeah. Actually, we had a discussion on this, me and Soumya, but unfortunately, I couldn't save the recording properly, and yeah, I just couldn't post it. So today I just wanted to, because the story was like extremely intriguing to me. I just wanted to read out the story once, and I will just summarize that what sort of a discussion we had upon this, and then we will move on to the next one. Not today. Okay. So let me start. Let me just read the story once for you. Likeable. She could see she was becoming a thoroughly unlikable person. Each time she opened her mouth, she said something ugly. Whoever was nearby liked her a little less. These could be strangers, these could be people she loved, or people she knew only slightly, whom she had hoped would one day become her friends. Even if she didn't say anything, even if all she did is seem a certain way, have a look on her face, or make a soft sound of reaction, it was always unlikable. Except in the few cases that she fixed herself on being likable for the next 4 seconds. More than that was impossible. And sometimes that worked, but not always. Why couldn't she be more likable? What was the problem? Did she just not enjoy the world anymore? Had the world gotten away from her? Had the world gotten worse? Maybe. Probably not. Or probably in some ways, but not in the ways that were making her not like it. Did she not like herself? Well, of course she didn't, but there was nothing new in that. Or had she become less likable simply by growing older, so that she might be doing the same thing she always did, but because she was not 20, she was now 41, not 20, it had become unlikable. Because any woman doing something at 41 is more unlikable than a woman doing it at 20. And does she sense this? Does she know she is intrinsically less likable, and instead of resisting, does she lean into it as into a cold wind? Maybe, likely. She used to resist, but now she sees the futility. So each morning when she opens her mouth, she is unlikable, proudly so, and each evening before sleep, she is unlikable. And each day it goes on this way. She getting more unlikable by the hour, until one morning she will be so unlikable, inconveniently unlikable, that she will have to be shoved into a hole and left there. So this was the story. Oof, quite a deep one, really short one, just this much. But yeah, quite an intriguing one. So we talked upon a lot of themes. First of all, um, where do I even start? I am confused now. Mm, let's start with the core of the story, likable. But the very question, the second paragraph starts with this question that why couldn't she be more likable? Okay, and this para itself gives the answer. What was the problem? Did she not enjoy the world anymore? Like this is the first point that she's not enjoying the world anymore. Had the world gotten away from her? Had the world, of course, it had gotten away from her. And that is why she's not enjoying it. Uh, did she not like herself? Now, this is the center of the story, I would say. Did she not like herself? Of course, she did not like herself. That was the main thing. That was the soul of the story. She did not like herself, and because of that, she did not like the world. I mean, I was quite sure before I actually stated this statement, but now, because when I had it, what I had in my mind is that she does not like herself is equal to, or this implies to the second statement that the world has gotten away from her. But maybe it's not the same. Maybe it doesn't always implies to that. All right. Um, this one point that Soumya had asked me that why do you think this particular age? Why only 41? Why exactly 41? Why not 42? Why not 48? And why 20? So my answer to this question was that 20 is the age where we sort of start our youth. Well, we started like thoda moda idhar udhar karke. 20 is basically the age we start our youth. We live all our 20s, maybe the 30s as well. Like 30 is the age where you know that you have grown up, but still there is some youthness, right? But 40 is like a border. 40 is like a crossing line. When you cross 40, you sort of realize that, okay, I am aging now. You start seeing, looking at your wrinkles and all that. So that is like a point where it hits you that, okay, I am aging. See, how a person takes it, it's subjective. Like you might like it, you might be proud that, okay, I have lived all these years and I have matured all these years. Or you might not like it that, oh my God, I am in 40s now. That's a huge thing. So how you handle it is another thing. But that is sort of a borderline that when you stop being in your 30s and you start in your 40s, you sort of get to notice that, yeah, I am getting old now. So that was my response. Might be wrong, might be right, whatever. And then we talked about this theme of uh, why exactly it matters. Like i- the scenario was that let's say that you are 41. Now, tell me that how would you live your life as a 41-year-old woman? My response to her was very simple that I will just live as I am now today. Because you see, in her scenario, there were a lot of things. Okay. The very first thing is that uh, it was always unlikable, except in the few cases that she fixed herself on being likable. She fixed on some cases. She fixed herself for being likable for the next 4 seconds because more than that was impossible. Well, whatever it is, she was trying. In some cases, she did try. And then that was in the first paragraph, right? And when we move to this last paragraph, there was this one thing that she is each day it goes this way. So each morning when she opens her mouth, she is unlikable, proudly so. So now she is becoming proud. So you see, just from this first paragraph to the second paragraph and the third paragraph, just a little journey through that, and we can already see that she was trying once, and then now she's proud of being unlikable. So there is a little journey in the story itself. And the point was that someone was asking that, this trying, this even for the 4 seconds, she was trying to fix herself to be likable. So, about this mask that we put on to be likable, it's like that pleasing property that people pleasing that we call that wearing this mask to be likable. What is your take on this? And I said that no matter how much you go with the world, there will be moments or there will be people, maybe just one or two, in front of whom you are just you. There is no mask, but you are still liked because those people love you, they understand you, whatever the connection is. You cannot always put on a mask, it is entirely impossible. But at the same time, you're not as much as you in front of anybody else, not even sometimes to your own self. I mean, the real you is somehow, somewhere untouched. And I know I am just like contradicting my own statement, but just the two levels that I'm talking about. And this third thing, the thing that I had said that, when I'm putting on a mask in front of people to go with the flow, to appear in a certain way to my people, to be likable to those people. Somewhere, if I'm doing it constantly for a long time, somewhere my brain has accepted that, and now I am living that moment. So when I'm living that moment, I am not actually fake. That mask is just how appear in front of them. So it's more like I am becoming that very person. I'm becoming that very mask in front of those people. And if I spend a lot of my time in with those people, then that is just becoming one of my personas now. I mean, at this point, this is not a mask anymore because I am also happy when I am being in a certain way and I am being liked for being in that way. So now I am also enjoying that. So that is not a mask anymore. That is just a phase of mine, just a phase of mine. We have different connections with different people and we appear differently with different people. Sometimes you are so sweet to some people and sometimes you're just so rude to another people. And it's not about liking, disliking. It's just the connection that you have. Maybe you can be just that much open to that one other person. And even in that rudeness, you will have that connection. So more or less like that. So the next question was that will you be the same when you are actually 41? If you are 41, what sort of a life would you? Because at this point she has stopped trying to be likable, right? And my answer was pretty much like I'll be the same. The I that I am right now, I will be the same I at 41. See, I will grow, right? And I will accept that growth, but I will still be I. If right now I am just living my life to the fullest, I do what I want. I want to record a video, I'm recording a video. I would want to dance, I would dance. I would want to write a story, I'd want to write a story, whatever. So I'll be the same at that age as well. If I want to wear a miniskirt at 41, I will. I do not care because I have always been really distant to the society or the expectations. Like I have grown up alone, I would say. So I did not expect anything from the society. So I do not respond to their expectations as well. So I will be I, but that is a very personal take because I know it would be not as this simple for other people. So this I think this question I should have asked her instead, and I think we would have gotten a better and more interesting answer out of this. And yeah, there was something else actually. Yeah, we also talked about that. I wanted to know a male's perspective. See, the story is written by a woman, and we two women are like two girls are reading the story, and so we all have this woman's perspective. I wanted to know a male perspective in that. How do they feel when they age? So obviously, we did not have any male point of view, any male companion to actually ask that person. So we assume that, see, the turmoil, the humanist turmoil, like as a human, the turmoil would be the same, I guess. This chaos within of having been lived so long, or just the fear of getting old, that would be the same. And also this what do I say, this societal expectation would also be somewhere like it would pressurize both the genders. regardless of the gender actually, because we are all humans and everybody gets judged for some reason or other. But this uh, partition of male and female actually makes sense because women somehow are like burdened twice with the like expectations. Uh, because that's how it has always been, you know. For some reason, the responsibility of preserving culture, of dressing in a certain way. I mean, I don't understand this obsession with of people to dictate what a woman should wear. I just do not understand. I mean, I don't see any point in that. Like, what actually do you want to achieve doing that? But yeah, we have this. And even the social expectation is a bit more from a woman than a man. If a man is 41 and he is childless, wifeless, and a woman is 41, husbandless, childless, I feel like the woman will be judged a bit more than a man. So here, the sex part does actually play its role. So that was the conclusion we came into. Because if it's a man, we just say that it was his choice, or maybe whatever the reason was. But when it is a woman, a lot of negative thing comes up. Like, yeah, she's selfish. She just don't want the responsibility of having a family. Uh, not having a child is selfish. Stupid arguments, I would say. Yeah, so that was that. Then, because all right. So this last, I would come to the last point because I am not remembering any more points. Maybe I'm forgetting something, but Soumya is not here to remind me. So yeah, the last thing that we talked about is the title itself. The story is of a woman being unlikable, but the title says likable. Why so? And this is actually a question to you as well if you have watched the video throughout. And I would also want to ask this question to you, why likable? Why not the title being unlikable? So, the one thing that I can interpret from this is that the entire story, in a sense, was pessimistic. That even though she started with a little bit of trying, and at the end she just gives up and maybe leans toward that because she's proud now that she's not putting any effort. Uh, the title being likable actually gives a little, what do I say, direction to me that maybe I, as a reader, I have seen somebody who is unlikable. So now, as a reader, I might try myself to become a bit more likable to the people because it is like tangled with the fact that I am liking myself or not, or maybe I am enjoying the world or not. So maybe we should try to be a little more likable. Uh, Personal take again. You can obviously say that no, there's no need of that. But yeah, that's what I feel like. I mean, what else could be the reason of putting this title likable? Because now I have seen a persona which I do not like, that she's not being likable, she's not trying even a bit to be likable. And it's not about being likable to others, being likable to herself. That is the problem I have with her. So I do not want to be her. So now that was an example given to me that see, this is an example, and I know that I want other something else. What else? Likable. That's what I want. So that is the title of the story then. This is what I can take from the story. And let me know of your thoughts. And Samya, if you're watching, because I will tag you, so you'd have to watch it. Let me know what do you think about the title. And yeah, that's the story. So I'll end the session now because I'm not remembering any more points on this. Mhm. All right, next time I'll bring some exciting, some other amazing short story. Till then, bye bye, take care, and do whatever you want unless you're hurting somebody else. And I would say keep learning, keep reading. But you know, there's just a lot to explore. So if you have time, read or do whatever you want. Bye bye. See you the next time.